Let's build the easiest cow farm for Minecraft Bedrock 1.19. Alright, the first thing I need you guys to do is find a place to build the farm, and after you know where you're going to build it, I want you to dig out a 2x3 hole, and this is going to be where we put the collection system. So first, we're going to place down a double chest right here, and then we're going to grab some hoppers, and we're going to place those hoppers running into the back of that chest. From here, what we want to do is grab our blocks, and we're going to place down a nice little U shape, just like so. After that, we're going to grab some glass now, and we're going to place down 6 pieces of glass, so that is a 2x3 square of glass. After that, we're going to grab some more blocks now, and we're going to come right the way around, except on this block right here, we want to go ahead and place down a dispenser, pointing into the hopper area. Then we're going to grab some signs, and we're going to place down a sign right here, and a sign right here, and the reason for these signs is to prevent all of the baby cows from burning up inside of the lava that we're going to be putting into this dispenser. Speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and throw in a lava bucket here, and then we're going to go outside of the farm, and we're going to continue building. So we're going to place down a block right here, and then we're going to place down a lever on this block, so that way we can turn on and off the lava. So what you're going to do in order to actually kill the cows is you're going to turn it on so that it dispenses the lava. And then once it reaches the other end, you're going to tick it again, and then it's going to take away the lava. I'll show you again when we have some cows in here. Then we're going to expand this out with more blocks. So we want to extend these walls, and then we're going to leave this area empty, and we're going to place down 2 blocks right here. We're then going to continue around this shape to create a nice little bowl. And then we're going to place down 2 temporary blocks right here. And then we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this area. And then we're going to fill in this. And right here, what we want to do is grab some water now. And we're going to create an infinite water source. That way the cows bob up and down like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some cows in here. And I'm going to show you how to lure them over. All right, so have some cows in the area or get some cows ready. And what we're going to do is just create a nice little staircase, and this is actually going to be a permanent staircase for you to go up there and breed. So what you're going to do is place down 4 blocks diagonally right next to this lever, so that way you can come up here and feed all of your cows. If you want to add in some stairs, you can do that. It really doesn't matter. Just have some way to get the cows up here and for you to get up here. Then you're going to go ahead and grab some wheat, and you want to lure them over up into the farm, just like so. And then once they come up here, you want to lure them into the hole. Now that guy came quick and easy. This one I think we're gonna have to push in, but there we go. Once we have both of the cows in, this is exactly what we want. So what we can do now is grab some fences, which I need to grab real quick. And then with those fences, we're gonna create a nice little 4x4 over top of the cow pen. That way they don't bounce all over the place and they're somewhat contained like you see here. We're then gonna grab our wheat, and we're just gonna go ahead and breed them like so. This guy is not going to be part of the farm. And as you can see, we have got a baby cow here. Now, if we come to the front of the farm, you'll see that there are temporary blocks right there. And that's because we are going to breed up all of these cows until we have right around 50 to 100 cows. Anywhere in that range is going to give you a pretty decent flow. The more cows you have up here, the more efficient the farm is going to be. But the laggier it is, so you really have to find that happy medium. So we're going to go ahead and breed these guys until we have about 50 cows, and then I'm going to show you how to get the farm actually up and running. And after a little breeding, this might take you about an hour or so, but you should have about 50 to 100 cows, depending on how religious you are about breeding them. But now that we have all of these cows up here, what we're going to do is get rid of these temporary blocks and replace them with some signs. Now, there are 2 ways you can do this. I think breaking the glass is a little easier, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to break these 2 pieces of glass, and then go ahead and break these 2 blocks. Now, you might notice that the water is coming down, so we're going to go ahead and place down a sign right here, and a sign right here, and this is going to stop that water. Just go ahead and knock that baby in, and then we're going to grab some more glass and block all of this up. Now, the way that the farm works is we're going to come up here with our wheat, and we're just going to go ahead and breed all of these cows. So by breeding them, we're going to have a bunch of baby cows end up in the bottom chamber, and this is going to be where they grow up and then eventually get turned into steak. So as you can see, all of these cows are in here, they're all breeding, and then all of the baby cows are falling down here. If not now, At some point they will, and if they don't, they're just going to turn into adults up there, so it doesn't really matter. So we have a couple babies down here, and we can just go crazy up here by breeding them. Really doesn't matter. Again, maybe I should have had a few more cows, but yeah, this is totally fine. If you look in one place and just spam it, you're actually going to breed a bunch, because you might notice there are probably about 10 or 15 cows stacked up right there. So just by doing this, you should have some pretty good rates. And yeah, there we go. That's more like it. We've got tons of babies, so we're going to wait for them to grow up, and then I'm going to show you how to actually use the farm. And the nice thing about this farm is you don't need to wait for the baby cows to grow up before you can actually get this thing going again. You can simply just come up here and breed them again, because I think it only takes like a minute or two for them to get out of that breeding phase. But you can just go up here and breed them all and get even more baby cows to just keep this thing going. So depending on how much you breed these cows, that is going to determine the rates of the farm. However, yeah, you can get quite a few bits of steak and leather. This thing is super great for if you're trying to build that first enchantment table, or if you just want loads of bookshelves. You can know, yeah, there's tons of baby cows down here now. So I'm just going to keep doing that, breeding them back and forth, and then I'm going to show you how to kill all of the adult cows. This farm also works as a small XP farm, because you're going to get experience from breeding the cows. Now, the reason we have those signs there is to not kill the baby cows. So even if you only have a couple adult cows, you can still use this farm and it won't reset all of your progress. So if we go ahead and just flick this lever, and then it's going to let out that lava now, wait for it to hit the other end, and then double click it and it'll take the lava away. If you want to set up an observer and button, you can do that as well, but the system works just as good. So there we go. Yep, we've got all of that leather and cow going into this chest. You can see we've got a couple bits of leather, couple bits of cooked beef. This probably will balance out. Maybe that's all we're gonna get. And there we go. Yeah, we've got 23 leather and 38 cooked beef, and we have a bunch of baby cows. I could have been much more adamant about breeding those cows, and I could have definitely gotten some more cows down here by breeding them again after I opened up the farm. The more cows you have up here, again, it really determines the rates, and you can get so much leather and steak. I have a world where I have over 3 double chests of cooked steak, so this thing will definitely do you wonders. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, then be sure to click that subscribe button and leave a like. Really quick though, this video is coming out on New Year's Eve, so hopefully you guys are having a great new year, and if you're here in 2023, leave a comment and tell me how the future is. Hopefully it is all well. Maybe I hit 100,000 subscribers, who knows. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. This farm will give you tons of steak and leather, and it'll allow you to build that enchantment table with the full enchantment bookshelves. But yeah, be sure to subscribe, leave a like. I'm going to end this video now really quick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.